I need a fizz.
I know. Why did that seem like so much liquid for a
No,
can?
I was like scared it was gonna flow over.
Nice.
That was
Very
good.
nice.
The thing about swoons, this is a swoon. It's a half lemonade and half tea. I don't think they're like as carbonated. Oh, it's non-carbonated. Yeah, it's not carbonated at all. So sorry for no fizz, guys.
Because you wait for it after the crack.
Yeah.
You're like,
Like I want to hear it.
like fizzle out. Yeah.
Still yummy.
Good. What flavor is that one? Sorry.
Half lemonade, half tea. Want to try?
Ono pomo.
Yeah, basically.
Sure. The rubber straw is so funny.
I know.
It's because when we do glass straws with glass, it's so loud for you guys.
Oh, it's good, huh?
That's good.
I didn't know I could feel like that.
Ooh, that tastes like the Truly teas.
Yeah.
It tastes like those. I like those.
We should have cracked open we have so many
Twisted teas.
From my birthday.
No, I'm going to happy hour after this. I don't need a twisted tea. I want to pull up all weird.
And then you switch to like a really fancy, nice cocktail.
Right. I feel like I'm going to want to go to like the Mirage after or something weird.
No.
Yeah, I know.
There.
You guys hearing all that weird shit? There's like abductions. They found a body. There's a lot of kind of crazy shit going down in Brooklyn. And, I guess I'd like to say this lightly because there's actually real fucking victims and people who have been affected. But some people are speculating truly a serial killer in Brooklyn, which is fucking crazy.
Terrifying.
So stay safe.
There's been multiple occurrences. So the fact that someone's getting away with something is really scary.
Same body of water.
It's
around the Mirage. Yeah, same person. What's MO stand for?
I don't know what it technically stands for, but someone's MO is like
your motive.
Well, not like why you do something. It's how you do it and who you do it to. So like a serial killer's MO could be like woman in their 30s.
Got it.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer's
like your
MO.
Demographic.
Yeah. Let's see what it actually means.
It's got to be an acronym, right?
I'm sure we would have never guessed this. It's probably like Greek or something. Modus operandi. It's an individual's habits of working, particular in the context of business or criminal investigations, but also generally. Oh, it's Latin. Mode or manner of operating.
Okay. I like that better.
Yeah. Right.
That reminds me of, because you said Greek, we're watching Chaos right now.
Oh, yeah.
KAOS on Netflix. I like it. I think I'm on like five or six. Yeah. And Alex just started it. It's good. I would highly recommend it if you're someone who like in school when you learned about Greek mythology, if you loved that like few weeks that we all learned about, I forget which grade, but I know we did. You will love this because it's pretty much, this is no spoiler or anything, but it's a modern take on all of the Greek gods and goddesses like living amongst each other. And as I'm watching it, I'm kind of Googling things to see if it's like accurate, like if this person is actually married to this person in Greek mythology. And then in the show, they are married. And like,
you would hope that they like were true to.
I didn't know. Like I didn't know what to expect or anything. But don't Google too much, because then I did start Googling stuff that happened in Greek mythology. And then I'm like, well, now I'm like, that might happen in the plot of the show. Like I should watch this. And because you also don't need to know anything. It will explain it. They introduce everybody and it says like what they are the goddess of, and like it'll walk you through everything. But it's a really cool, creative take on a show. I'm loving it.
It's a lot like The Boys. If you liked The Boys, which we should finish.
I know.
I think we have one episode left of season 2, and then season 3 recently dropped.
I think there's 4 now. I think we're like far behind.
Maybe we're at the end of season 3. I remember thinking we only have one episode until the new season,
and then we just
fell off. But if you like The Boys, it's like a modern day take on superheroes.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, it's like a fast pace, several stories that will end up coming into the same story. And like The Boys, it's edited like The Boys. Action is like not as much as The Boys nearly, but like it's just like directed like The Boys. Mm-hmm. I could see it even being a similar producer or something.
Yeah, because it's very
even
close.
The camera work, like it's all just very like
the humor.
The humor, and like dry and like
The
sometimes
pauses after.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like there's one character that breaks the fourth wall because he's the narrator. Again, this is not a spoiler. It starts with the narrator. But once he comes in, you see him like break the fourth wall, which is so cool. And like, oh, I love it. It's just so creative. It feels like something we haven't had other than The Boys.
Right. When we were just saying this, Netflix has really been showing up with originals recently.
Because they were terrible at first.
I would always just avoid them because they
like,
would whip them out so quickly and you're like, where did this come from? But I think they're finally like, okay, let's focus on really good content.
Yes. Thank God.
Finally.
About time. Who would have thought?
Finally.
Hulu's always been super good at that though. Hulu originals
is good. Yeah. Hulu's always been good at originals. Apple TV owns the game.
They're incredible.
You have to watch Presumed Innocent.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Oh, it's so good. It's with Jake
I have
Gyllenhaal.
a lot to do right now.
Yeah, you do have a lot to catch up on.
Obviously I need to finish ACOTAR. I just started Chaos. I need to do Presumed Innocent.
Yeah.
I need to finish the newest season of Emily in Paris. The second half of the season just came out, so now I need to finish that.
You need to watch Selena.
Yeah, that one's like first. I need to watch Selena. I need to watch The Perfect Couple.
Yeah, you do.
So
I started that.
You started it? Okay.
No, yeah, I just started.
Because I saw like a lot of people talking about that, so I'm like, now I need to watch that. I think maybe I'll cancel Hawaii
I think so.
and just stay. Or go and just stay in the hotel and just like, sorry, Brie, I can't go to the wedding. I need to watch TV. Yeah, see, I'll get around to it.
Yeah. At least you have a list of things. My thing is like, don't start anything new.
I just started Chaos. Like, I'm gonna do that.
I know. Finish, but like starting now, do not start anything new. Finish what you have on your plate. And then you'll have like a fresh start.
Yeah. Shows I always finish. Like I'm not gonna, unless if I'm like really not okay with it, then
we also have to finish The Bear.
That too. I'm gonna like drop it off because I'm like, there's no need. I don't care to see this.
But if you like it, sometimes it takes a long time to kind of like, there's lulls and everything.
Yeah.
We were talking about ACOTAR on our Patreon episode last week, and I am currently a little over halfway through the last book, and no one talks about the last book as much as I want them to. I don't see it on TikTok as much. Everyone usually talks about A Court of Wings and Fury, which is the book that you're on. It's the second book, which I totally get.
I had no idea that was the name.
Oh, fuck. I tell her every day hey, did you read last night? Did you read?
No.
Nothing. Crickets. But yeah, so I'm on the last book and I'm just so hyped over it. It took me a while to get back into it. I took like a 2-week break after the fourth book.
That's
and
good, though.
It's my favorite book.
You yearned for it.
It's
your
my
favorite book.
It's my favorite book.
And you're not even done.
I'm not even done.
It's better than the second.
Yes.
Like by a landslide, or like if the second is a 4 out of 5, what is this?
I think it's just different because with this book, I just already have all the context of the last 4 books.
Right.
So it hits differently.
Your heartstrings are around these people.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are. Oh my God. I wish I could like say a phrase now.
I almost just like want you to tell me.
No, because I want you to finish it so bad.
If you told me what's popping in your book right now, would it just completely fuck me?
No, but it wouldn't make sense because I would be saying names that you haven't even met yet.
Okay, gotcha.
And I don't want you to like read the name for the first time and be like, oh my God, that's their end story.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. I'm sorry. I'll get around to it. I really will.
Let me know if any of you guys want to just chit chat about it.
Yeah,
talk about
you guys go talk to Alex, please? Like in Discord and shit. I know a lot of you guys have read it. So
we talk about it in our Zoom calls a lot.
Yeah, but like, go start.
But I can't talk about
channel.
Like a lot because you just can't see shit.
Well, I can like probably turn off notifications to specific channels on
probably
or Anna.
Yeah,
make it so I don't have access to that channel. Okay. Straight up.
Yeah, block her out.
That's our mod if you guys didn't know. But yeah, I think that'd be smart if she just blocked me out of it. So because I have notifications, I like see it, and because during Love Island, I think one of us saw a fucking spoiler because you guys said it in Discord. We're like, fuck. Like we didn't see it yet. Oh, whatever. That's just Love Island.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because I need to talk to somebody. Like I'm dying.
You got a chat room
about it. I just wish I wish we were reading at the same time and we could literally look at each other and be like, oh my God.
Then slow down. See, I don't think you wish that as much as you think you do.
No, I do. I just wish you would speed up. Because my thing is I know if you like weren't this stubborn about picking the book up, then you would also read through it quickly. And we would just be on the same page.
I'm like, no. Like, I'm not being like stubborn. I just like, it's not a priority. Like, I don't know. Like, it's the end of summer. Like, I'm like going to happy hour. Like, I don't want to just sit and read.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about like stay home, finish your book. But like instead of TikTok one night, read 100 pages.
That I will never argue. That's absolutely correct. That is definitely the more responsible way to go about this. But I love a good TikTok doom scroll.
I get that.
I love a good, like, you ever just stop scrolling and you look at your wall and you're like, I haven't looked up in, I don't even want to say how long.
Hours.
Yeah.
See, but if you don't like that, you know what helps that? Reading.
But you know how it is when you're in it.
Yeah. It's hard to get out.
It is. It's like a disgusting addiction.
It is phases too, because like you'll go you as in people in general,
right?
You'll go weeks doom scrolling on TikTok because it's like all your body knows.
Yeah. Your dopamine.
Then, it is. And then something will break you out of it and then you'll forget about it for a couple weeks and you're like, oh, like with reading, I've realized I haven't really scrolled on TikTok in a few weeks.
Yep.
Like I don't know current trends. I don't know audio. Like
I know what you mean. Because even when I read the first one, because that one I read in like a week. Like I was pretty into it. And I remember going on TikTok after and same thing. I was like, oh, hey everybody,
what's everyone up to?
Talking about?
What is culture doing right now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is weird. But I also feel this weird like need, I guess, to be on TikTok and to stay with the shit. So I know what's up, you know. Which,
totally. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
It is.
While Kristen's at happy hour tonight, I'm going to, there's a street market feast festival type ish going down in Little Italy tonight. And I think for like the next week and a half, it's called San Gennaro. And it's a whole bunch of like street food markets, whole bunch of Italian food.
Small portions?
I think for the,
Probably,
I think, it's like, cause you walk through the whole thing.
So you can like get a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I've been saving myself. I had,
your food today.
No, crazy. I had egg on toast, which I have every morning.
That's great.
Coffee, and then I had a cupcake. I had a leftover cupcake.
Like a baby
I did.
Today.
Well, because I went to go, because obviously it was lunchtime, and I wanted to go eat something. But then I was like, no, I actually want, because I hate when I go to shit like this and I'm not hungry.
You're like, I'll have like
and
something.
I get one thing. Yeah. Like, no, that's not why we're here.
Yes.
So I was like, I need to stay hungry. And so I was eyeing the cupcakes that were left over for my birthday last weekend. Yeah, but they're still good.
I think they're fine. Yeah,
they're totally fine.
Yeah.
So I had a cupcake, and they're small.
Yeah,
they're like a little baby.
Yeah, those actually were like the rejects, and they were they were smaller.
They were smaller.
Yeah.
So I had a little half cupcake, we'll call it. And I'm actually starved now, so I'm excited to really feast down on some Italian food.
Take a picture of everything. I want to see this. I really want to go. That sounds we'll go. So like, I
tonight
love
was
little
the first
street fairs
night
like that. Okay, yeah, and it says it goes till like the 22nd, so you guys definitely will hear this before that. Mm-hmm. I'd hope so.
Right.
So you guys should go too. I kind of am dealing the same thing right now with eating because my happy hour. I really want to try this place, or I've been really wanting to try this place. And happy hour, obviously, it's like good deals and shit. So I want to get a lot of like little stuff.
And happy hour is early.
Yeah, it's always pretty. Yeah, so I'll probably honestly get one more thing before I come home. But I had for breakfast, I had leftover dinner.
Oh,
literally for breakfast, it wasn't breakfast.
Corn and chicken,
corn, chicken, rice, cilantro, and arugula. Just like these bowls I made us last night. But I literally had it for breakfast, which was so interesting. And then I had a cheese stick. I've been loving cheese sticks.
Yeah, which is so like we were talking about it the other day. Kristen's like a dairy girl now. She bought a carton of milk home from the grocery store
for my cereal. I'm not drinking it like a beverage. No hate to the milk community. I am using it in cereal though, and it's delicious. And you would too. You would too.
I get almond milk for my cereal.
For cereal, yeah. So, but the cheese sticks I'm getting, they're not like the little kid mozzarella cheese sticks. They're like Kerrygold like organic white cheddar. Like they're
good
quality cheddar. I'm mouth watering.
I want one.
Oh, they're so
Do you have any
good.
left?
I think I actually have 2 left. They're really
Can we string
good.
some cheese right now?
They're not string cheese.
But they're not like the same format?
No.
Oh.
Because that's mozzarella, so it's able to be like strung. It's like hard cheddar.
Oh.
You would still really like it, but like it is fun to string
Me
cheese.
starving. Like, can I have your cheese?
Can I please have your cheese? I mean, yeah, you can help yourself to one, but yeah, I had that, and then a small bowl of Greek yogurt with honey and cereal on top. So it was like thick cereal
Thick
milk.
cereal. Ew, why did we eat like that today?
And then a coffee. I had a coffee.
Why did we eat like that?
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. Last night at like 12:30 a.m.
I heard you rummaging.
I had a bowl of soup. I wasn't rummaging. I truly heated up a nice, like, hearty bowl of soup.
No, yeah. I just heard you in the kitchen.
Oh, it was so good. I ate it in bed. I had it in a mug too. Anything I eat after like 9 p.m. mug.
I get
It's
that.
in a mug.
Yeah.
Cereal, soup, like mugs hold.
Did you used to
everything.
go to school with cereal in your cup?
In a mug.
Yeah.
Or I did oatmeal a lot growing up, which is I think why I hate oatmeal now.
I love oatmeal.
I just overate it.
Yeah.
I overate it.
Brown sugar.
That's what I would do.
Oh, it's
Brown
so
sugar maple.
good.
Or I like the apple cinnamon too, with like the dehydrated apples that like rehydrate.
And they're like, yes. Ew, I don't like that one.
I do, but like when you think about it, like,
yeah.
what is Quaker putting in that shit?
Yeah.
There's like benzoyl peroxide and shit.
Probably.
That's literally an acne medicine.
But like probably.
Probably. And like, yeah. We were talking about that today. We were talking about
Clean and Clear.
Morning Burst.
Do you guys remember like we used to literally put like silicone beads that was in our face. Yeah, that was in our face wash. And we were dead 13. Like, first of all, we didn't even need anything.
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah. Remember my forehead was really bad.
My forehead, I had little bumps too.
Because that's like so like preteen spot.
Yeah.
Like in an acne map, I'm pretty sure that's like stress and hormones.
And we thought Clean and Clear would just wipe it away. Because in the commercials it did.
They'd suds up
yes.
and then they'd rinse
splash
and
the
it
water.
was gone.
And I was like, why is it not working?
Case. I think we have a case.
I just think laws have changed a lot when it comes to marketing these days.
You know what really changed things? Red Bull.
Red Bull changed a lot.
When they got sued for Red Bull didn't give me wings. They were like, shit.
We
like,
can't be
now
saying things.
Yeah. Like that's false marketing. Dang.
Wow. Who can we sue?
Moment of silence. No, I'd be clocking shit now.
No, yeah, me
I'm
too.
always like, what are you telling me I can have? And then at the bottom, it'll have an asterisk and it'll be like, dramatized for the commercial.
Covering their own ass.
Which, respect. It's got to be hard to be a brand now. I just unwrapped this today. I got it in PR. This is Peach and Lily lip shit. It's really good. I like it.
This is what you have on right now?
Yes. But I was kind of unwrapping some other PR stuff for a vlog. And I was thinking like 9 times out of 10, I look at a PR package and I'm like, wow, this is such a waste of packaging. Like they're sending their one, brand new mascara and it's in like a 2x3 box full of like rubber duckies. Like it's like so much waste, which obviously super bad, right? But then I've also had PR packages where they just straight up are throwing the new product in a box and shipping it. And it's a tiny box and you open it and you're like, why did they send me? Did they accidentally ship me this? Yeah. It's like, did I accidentally order this? Or like, there's not even a card that's like introducing our new da-da-da. Like, yeah. And that experience compared to the rubber ducky mascara is very polarizing, obviously. I can only imagine how hard it is because like, I give shit to the brands that are doing excess packaging, but then the ones that aren't doing enough, I'm like, this is boring. Right. Like you just need functional packaging. Like I got
there's a middle line. There's like a gray area.
Yes. I got a PR package from Elf and Tinder. They did like a cool collab for like first date little like to go makeup things.
Such a cute idea.
Super cute idea. The products are really cute, whatever. And in the PR package was like like 3 lip products, a primer and a setting spray, and a little like toiletry pouch, really cute little pink thing, whatever. And in my head, I'm like, throw it all in the pouch.
Make it functional.
Make it like this. Yeah. You're pulling stuff out and you're interacting with the product the second you open the bag. And like, then you can ship that bag in a way smaller box. Deadass, this box was like 2x1 feet. Like it was a big box for just those little products. So yeah, like little things like that. I'm always like, I need to run every company.
Literally.
It's fun though. That stuff's always so fun to me. That's where like my FITM comes out.
Yeah, and we were even talking about today. There's a TikTok that Kristen sent me you guys know when you scroll, first of all, when you copy and paste something, and when something is left like in your paste bucket, imaginary bucket, if you will, we were saying like, why can't you copy and paste more than one item at a time? Yep. I need to copy because I hate when I lose a copy because I copied something else.
I'm like, and then you have to go back.
It's so frustrating. Yes. And it feels so ancient to me. Like, why haven't we solved this problem yet?
We're not the only ones. Imagine how all these like big techies be needing multiple paste options. Like we're over here just pasting our confirmation codes from Bank of America. Like,
right.
These people are pasting like big shit and like formulas.
But I run into it so many times and I'm like, there's an easy solve. I know what it is. I've already solved it in my head.
Yes. I already built a computer.
Literally.
That's our next merch.
No, I want to build a PC.
You should.
Yeah. I think I'd be really good at it.
He built one for him and Monica.
Yeah.
And then I think he gave it to my mom and Phil. But it worked great.
Yeah. Let me know if anyone's built a PC out there and like if you followed any specific guides, send it my way.
WikiHow.
How to build a PC for dummies. The yellow books with the guy on the front.
Like stick figure, like the pencil.
With like an old school PC.
Yes. God, that's so good. Or I love WikiHow the images.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like the ones where it's like how to give a hug and it's like approach slowly, do not startle. Like the graphics for that are so fucking stupid.
God, I love like stock graphics for shit.
God, it's so good. I saw a TikTok that said you can upload your camera roll shit, like any like generic like picture of the Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. You can upload it to Shutterstock.
Oh yeah, and make money off of it.
And make money.
Yeah, you could do that for, Adobe. You could I could theoretically make a font and just throw it on. Well, not just throw it on, but like become a vendor of a font or.
So would you upload to Adobe or DaFont?
Either, they're both platforms for fonts.
Understood, but is Adobe only Adobe fonts?
I don't know. I don't know if you could do multiple of the same font in multiple places. DaFont is free, so I think those are like bottom of the mill.
Dang,
fonts.
What people are throwing fonts up there for free?
I don't know how they're made or if like DaFont pays people, but like Adobe
making money
then. Like Adobe, the website where we licensed the font for the deck, those are all like bigger platforms where you can make a font and upload it. I think DaFont is like, I don't even know. It's been around forever and they have the same fonts and like no one uploads to them.
So but maybe they like made their own, but how are they making money? How is DaFont making money?
Ads on the site.
Or their site.
Yeah.
Ads. I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's like those, those like old school like banner.
When's that gonna fade out? Cause like they ain't getting me.
No.
I'm never like,
I avoid them actually.
And it's always some shit you literally probably already bought or it's in your cart right now.
Well, because they're like so auto generated from
that's
SEO.
Not effective to me.
No.
Like it's already in my cart. I already 9 times out of 10 it will be shit I already bought.
Yeah.
Like it's
from brands.
So behind.
Like I'll like say I type in wayfair.com and then I go to a site like DaFont where they have those ads. It'll show me like the other tab.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Which is
I'm already there. Yeah. Show me something new that I might want.
Yeah.
I don't know I need.
That's where it's so prehistoric. Whereas whatever Instagram is doing, I do like purely recently because I'm talking about stories. Like when you tap through stories and then you get a promoted ad, I've been really liking that because with the wedding coming up, I think I might have said this on Patreon already, but I obviously needed a dress and I searched for dresses in Safari on my phone, maybe like once or twice.
Yeah.
Every dress I found after and like added to my list to like explore my options was through an Instagram ad, all reputable brands. Cause like sometimes I don't be trusting the brands on like not Wayfair, but on the sidebar things we're talking about.
Even Instagram sometimes though, because you could technically push.
Yeah, you can push anything. I could push my link.
I could make a Squarespace. I'm not to give anyone any ideas, but I can make a Squarespace website, pull, I mean, this is fully fraud,
Yeah.
but pull images of dresses, throw an ad up on Instagram and just collect for like 24 hours.
Yep.
And just collect the money from the thing and just never hear from it again. And that's how people do it. They throw shit up on Instagram, and that's how you hear people are like, I ordered this dress from this random brand on Instagram ads.
And it came.
Never came.
Like a doll dress or something.
Yeah. Or sometimes it never comes at all.
Right.
And that's because they'll go back to the shop and the shop doesn't
Shop's
exist
done.
anymore.
Yes. That is beyond me. I don't know if or how they'll stop doing that. But like you could even promote a story that has like your Amazon affiliate link.
Yeah.
And like it's pushing to people who want to buy that set of coasters.
Right. But you get the money for it.
But I get the money for it. Shit, I might be onto something. But yeah, the dress thing, it's like every dress I was promoted is so cute, and they're 100%. And I checked because like this whole experience with the dress thing has definitely been like a case study in my head. Yeah. And they're all legit brands. And I ordered 3 dresses. Mm-hmm. And those are all great brands. I even discovered one brand I really liked.
Right. And I like how Instagram does it. They'll kind of take the information, what you've been searching, and show you different options. Yeah. And I think that's what works.
Yeah.
Whereas the whole Wayfair situation, they see what you're searching and they only push you that.
Yes.
We should run the marketing industry.
Mm-hmm. Would you guys like that?
Leave a comment below.
Comment down below if you want us to run the world.
Marketing.
We run marketing.
Hey, what do you do for work?
Run marketing.
Marketing.
The marketing.
I am the god of marketing.
What do you?
I market.
I market.
But like, actually,
I guess I could say that.
Yeah, you market.
I market.
Yeah, my name is
Mark.
Hi, my name is Mark.
What do you do, Mark?
I market.
Did you guys know that 1 in 5 people have learn a new language on their bucket list? I'm not really sure what's up with the other 4, but if you're that one, make this your year to finally learn a new language with Babbel. Instead of wasting hundreds of dollars on private tutors, Babbel's 10-minute lessons are quick and handcrafted by over 200 language experts. It's cool because Babbel's tips and tools are grounded in real-life stuff that you actually need. I feel like some language lessons, like especially what I was going through in high school and I was learning French, it was stuff that like words like in conjugations and stuff that you just like would never use, you know? Everything is focused on conversations, so you'll be ready to talk wherever you go, which is huge. Last summer, I went to Italy, and I honestly wish I had a resource like Babbel before I went, because little conversational pieces would have gotten me so far. Luckily, the friend I was with got us through that, but like, you know, it would have been nice if I had that. So next time I have a trip planned to Europe, I will definitely be using Babbel. Also, don't just take my word for it. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and beyond continue to prove that Babbel works. One study actually found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester of college. Also, your courses are backed by a 20-day money-back guarantee, so no pressure. So if you guys want to check them out, here is a special limited time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/oddvice. Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/oddvice. That's spelled BABBEL.com/oddvice. Rules and restrictions may apply. Thanks, Babbel. With all this travel that we've had recently, one of the best ways to stay in routine while you're on the go is drinking my AG1 every single morning. It's like my favorite thing to do when I wake up, and it feels like I'm still in the groove when I'm traveling. Yeah, I feel like when I'm traveling, my biggest concern is like I want to feel my best this whole trip. I need to have as much energy as possible so I could do as much as possible. And AG1 really supports immune health. And if you have your immune health, you got it all. And for those of you who don't know, AG1 is a foundational nutrition supplement that delivers daily nutrients and gut health support and is backed by multiple research studies so you can trust what you're putting in your body. What I love about AG1 is you can really trust their formulas because not only are they backed by experts in the industry, but they're also backed by research studies. I also think it's so cool that they have like an in-house team of doctors, scientists, and researchers, and they're constantly improving the formula. They didn't just like start AG1, put out one thing, and it's just that forever. Like they're always testing the formulas. They don't test their things in isolation. They test AG1 as a whole, so how it reacts all together. It just fascinates me. I think it's so cool.
And their research studies are producing real results. 97% of people in a research study felt like they had more energy after 30 days of drinking AG1.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I love my iced coffee here and there, but like especially when we were in Yosemite, I mean, we're hiking, we're in the sun, like we need this sustainable energy without a crash. I feel like AG1 just helps so much. And to that point, 91% of participants noticed they needed less coffee after 60 days of drinking AG1.
Like we said, it feels really good to be home and back in our routine, but AG1 makes it really easy when you're on the go with their travel packs. So if we had to recommend one product to support whole body health, it's AG1. And that's why we're excited to have them as a new partner.
Starting your journey with AG1 is a win. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase at drinkag1.com/Oddvice. That's drinkag1.com/Oddvice. Check it out.
Thanks, AG1.
You know, that was such a good rant. And do you ever feel like, I wish this episode was about something with that rant?
Marketing, yeah.
But this episode has nothing
to do with that.
So,
but that's okay. We're just gonna jump around.
Just jump right into it. Today's episode is about crimes.
Yeah,
petty crimes.
Petty crimes
and
petty cabs.
Cash cab.
I love Cash Cab.
That's a good show.
Every day I wish.
I thought I was gonna be able to be on it.
Me too. No, I used to think I would be on it like in the
Vallejo. Right. And like the way I would have made it to the end. Those questions were not hard, and these people were idiots.
Come on, I would have won that game.
Yeah, I'm in the front seat. Can I actually sit up there with you, guy? Oh, I love it when he looked back. He'd be like, "You guys want to play Cash Cab?" The lights. Oh, I wish I watched that.
God, anyway, he needs to bring it back.
I don't even. He walked through the door right now, and I wouldn't even recognize his face.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, I could
hear his voice.
I fully see his face.
Just white guy.
Yeah,
I don't see
long
his face. What'd you say about me? Okay, that's not the point.
Sorry.
Today's episode is sponsored by our friend Ben.
Your guys's The Law.
The Law is sponsored by Couch. So, my friend Ben and I I forget how we even got on the topic, but we were talking about like story times of when we've allegedly broke the law and like stole from like Target and Kmart and just like growing up. Blanket statement, gonna say it because we have to. We do not condone this shit. This is learn from our idiot past. I guess mine.
Yeah, we don't do these things today. We grew out of them.
Fuck no. This is all jokes aside, this is definitely only something I did as a like literal preteen. It was on some dumb shit. I'm confessing to like a big crime right now. Allegedly. Right?
Yeah.
I was stealing shit. Me and my friend, Anonymous, we would always just go and steal stuff. Whatever. Everybody did it. It wasn't just me.
I did not.
Everybody but Alex did it.
I did not, and I will stand on that hill.
Yeah, you didn't. But everybody but Alex did. So it had me thinking, we're not alone in this. I want to hear other people's stories of just silly little crimes and like little scams you've gotten away with. Harmless. We really wanted to emphasize petty because at first I was like, Alex, what if we did just like big crimes,
like confessions and
then you mentioned that one podcast.
Yeah, so there's a podcast called The Apology Line, and I think it's like 6 or 7 parts, and I think it was back in the, I want to say 80s or 90s ish, maybe even like the 70s.
Ancient.
No, super old. And this guy started a I guess it was somewhat of like a social experiment where he opened up his own phone line and people were able to call in anonymously and apologize for things, or basically like confess for things, or confess
two things.
And it kind of, I don't want to give away too much because it goes super deep, and you guys should go listen to it. I think it's on Apple Podcasts. I don't think it's on Spotify anymore. Someone ended up confessing to something he was like, wait, hold on. This is actually super bad. I need to bring this to the cops.
Yeah.
And it just got a little out of hand, and it went way farther than what he initially intended for the phone line. Mm-hmm. So, that obviously popped in my head when we asked for people to send in shit that they've done criminally. And I was like, we don't want it to get crazy like that, obviously.
Because I will telling you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I'm a big rat.
If you guys wrote in and said you like unalived someone, I'm gonna tell on you.
100%.
Yeah. So that's why we kept it petty. So hopefully none of these, we don't need to turn you guys in.
No, because we will. I'm a snitch.
Alex is a snitch.
All right. And you guys did not disappoint. These entries, these titles are
I
crazy.
know. I love when you guys get creative with the titles. Okay. First entry. The subject line says morning DUI. Please keep anonymous if you read this, although anyone who knows me knows this. My early 20s were a good time. Every weekend was spent partying with friends. I was responsible and got a ride or took a cab home after every night of drinking. One fateful morning after a $2 tequila shot night.
Oh, no.
I actually would never. I drove my situationship home around 8 a.m. It was a short drive and the roads were dead. After dropping him off, I did a rolling stop onto the highway and then got pulled over by a cop. The details are fuzzy, but I smelled like alcohol, so I was taken in handcuffs to the police station where I blew over very high.
Oh, no.
After a 3-month license suspension and a long 2 years of going to court, I got off with a careless driving charge and a 1-year driving probation that included a curfew. It was also horrible, but I'm lucky nothing worse happened, and it was definitely a lesson learned. A friendly reminder to anyone listening to never drink and drive, including the morning after if you went too hard the night before. Thanks for reading. Looking forward to listening to the podcast and hearing all about the next chapter of your lives in New York. Thank you.
Thank you.
I second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, a millionth that you guys do not fucking drink and drive.
No. But the morning after
It's
can
so
be
common.
a sneaky bitch.
I know two people off the top of my head that have gotten morning after DUIs, and it's just
really,
yes, it's so common and like
it's scary. We threw a party one night, and we obviously drank, and I was supposed to drive from LA up to the next morning. I was supposed to drive from LA up to I forget the name of the town,
it's
but
it's past Chico, right?
Oh, it's past. Yeah, it was like a
just
12
up north,
Northern California. It was like a 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning and I like felt fine, but I was, the hangover, the type of hangover where you're like super giggly.
Yes.
I felt like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, I'm about to like beast this drive. I'm hitting the road. And I got on the road, and about halfway through, a real hangover hits, and I realized like, oh,
you were still fuzzy.
I was still fuzzy.
Yeah.
I was still buzzed.
Yes. Because your blood alcohol content was still relatively the same.
Yeah.
Which is it just goes to show.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Don't
it's
even risk it. Oh, and I even had that thought too. Like when my real hangover hit and I realized like, oh, that wasn't just like a goofy hangover.
Yeah.
Because there are both. And we've had goofy hangovers.
Oh my God, yes.
But I realized then and there, and I was like, shit, I should not have gotten on this drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do it. Sometimes I even feel like after one cocktail, I feel like silly for getting on an e-bike.
Yes, me too. Even the times like in LA, if we had one cocktail and we were driving, because you legally can do that. If you're over 21, they say like a drink or like whatever. Like,
but any type of buzz.
But I'm buzzed. Yeah. Like there's been times
you are
where I'm like,
impaired
well, hold on.
The second you sip alcohol.
The law should be 0 alcohol.
Yeah.
It should be a 0.00. But there's
also,
that we have a legal limit. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Doesn't make any sense. Like it should be black or white.
And it's so different for everyone because 0.08 in little Sally Sue, who's like 5'1" and 100 pounds versus
like one White Claw.
Yeah. Versus big old Joe over here.
I was going to say Jimbo.
Yeah. Big old Jimbo who's like 250 and drinking claws out the ass. But like it hits them different.
Yes. So that's why it should just keep it clean and call it 0. And whatever 0 looks like for you, maybe you're blessed or cursed. I think
alcohol should be illegal, actually.
I do too. I think it should be just as...
It's a drug.
Yep. It should be just as illegal as Coca.
Yeah.
Not Coca-Cola. That should be legal for life. I love Coca-Cola.
Okay, here's the next one. It's called A Message from a Criminal. Greetings to the beautiful Alex and Kristen. Please keep anonymous. You can give me a cool code name. I don't care. Okay, what's her cool code name?
Jimbo.
This is Jimbo. Per your request, read below for one of my favorite crimes I've committed. sneaking into a beach house concert. I've always wanted to sneak into a concert or festival and felt like I could get away with it. I had the opportunity to hitch a ride to a beach house concert and decided that would be my chance. About 6 of my friends had tickets for that specific show. I wore all black and a construction worker vest. I even made this janky credential badge, which I didn't end up using, LOL. When I arrived, I tried to act really confident and went to the entrance to ask where I could check in. I used to do beer pouring at the Greek Theater in Berkeley, so I kind of acted as if that was what I was doing. Just checking into my gig. No big deal, right? A security guard directed me to the actual check-in, which was located past the metal detectors. This meant I needed to get my bags checked before going in. Would they believe me? I wasn't sure. Someone asked me for my passport, which I'm assuming was an internal document for staff, but I didn't have that. I played dumb until one of the security guards said, she's checking in, so she doesn't have that. I could tell that one of the main security guys, probably the boss, was slightly skeptical, but ultimately I was allowed to enter. Once I entered, I was supposed to check in at this table in the entrance, but instead I headed to the restrooms where I hid for 10 minutes. Jeez. Then I bought merch and waited for my friends on the concert floor. I don't know if I'd ever do it again, but it feels cool knowing I did it. Let me know if you want proof. I think I have a photo of my fit somewhere. Love you both. Happy belated B-Day, Alex. Jimbo, big ass guy. The security vest. Smart. Who is Beach House? Do you know any of their music?
Oh, I thought they literally meant a beach house concert, like a concert at a beach house on like a house on the beach.
It was all caps, so I want to say they're an artist.
Okay, probably.
But I want to know
at you. Beach house,
right?
Concert.
Well, sorry, not all caps. First and first.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so valid. I led you in the wrong direction.
See, context matters.
Context matter.
Beach house.
Beach house.
God, that was funny.
I would do this to like a Taylor Swift concert because I'm not going to pay for a Taylor Swift
ticket.
There's
snipers there. Like,
yeah,
you would
right.
not make it sneaking into a Swiftie concert. No way.
Right. But wow, smart. Kristen and I have snuck into a Outside Lands concert.
Allegedly.
Super allegedly.
Allegedly, it was probably like 2015.
Yeah, allegedly.
And at the time, this was before, we're going to age ourselves. This was before cars were invented. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, wait.
Wait, you remember? You were there too?
I thought my mom drove us.
It was before wristbands were scannable.
Yeah.
And
you didn't just like tap.
You didn't tap and scan. Like they were literally just like pretty fabric wristbands. And when you would go through, you just raise them in the air and they gotta look at them and make sure it was the color for that day. And at the time I was, I'm pretty sure, I was 2015. So I was living in San Francisco and my roommate had actual tickets for that day. And he was like, oh yeah, this is what they look like. And it was red, like a red wristband with a blue thing where it says GA or VIP or whatever, like a blue little square. Yes. And I was like, oh, this is so easy to make. So I sat at my desk I worked at Blow Dry Bar at the time. I was at the front desk.
Yeah, you were front desk.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't do shit. I checked people in and then it was fucking loud in there. So I would just have headphones on all day and just like do my homework.
Fun gig.
It's a great gig.
Yeah.
They paid me really well. I think at the time I was making like 14 an hour.
Wow.
It was really good. Anyway. So I made 3 wristbands allegedly for me, Alex, and our anonymous friend that I won't throw under the bus. And the like no crease hair ties?
Yeah.
The ones that have like a little tie that look like a fucking like festival wristband, and then the width is the same as a festival wristband and they lay flat on your wrist like a festival wristband.
Yeah.
I bought 3 of those. I had a pack. It was like multiple colors. So I took 3 of them, and then the blue one I cut up
squares
in 3 little squares, and I stapled them, and then I colored the staple blue
to match
the blue thing. And we used those.
The fact
we
that
got through. I mean, there was not one moment of that I remember of us being like
smooth sailing.
They were like, "Yep, go ahead," because you just had to flash.
Yeah, and the fact that you did this at your work desk,
yeah, right? I would love to have that security footage. I was sitting there like,
oh, I'm sure. And then someone comes in, they're like, "Hi, I have
I was like, "Yeah, with Stephanie, we'll get you checked in. Do you need water, champagne? Okay, sit over here."
They give out champagne for a blow dry.
We would give out. We had like a little cart.
I need to go
That was
there.
my job. This isn't Dry Bar. It's called Blow Dry Bar.
Oh.
BLO. It's like totally not the same thing.
They finessed.
Well, everything's
yeah,
it's
but
a bar where
they
you get
added
blow
Dry
dries.
Bar so that when people yelped Dry Bar, they came up.
It was all pink. The aesthetic was very like very girly. Whereas I feel like Dry Bar is a little more like
modern,
chill.
edgy. Yeah.
We had a drink cart, so my job was to check in, offer a drink, and then pour them that drink, and then leave. Like I was supposed to walk them to their seat, but I'm like, yeah, you're that one. The second, no, the second row. Yeah, that's your seat. Like,
yeah, fun job.
Yeah, it's fun. I was good at front desk stuff.
We should get a front desk
Maybe.
job. Yeah.
Okay, next entry. I became a school panty dealer. Hey, ladies. Panty, yeah. Hey, ladies. I have a few shout outs before I tell you my story. They just start shouting out their friends. Alex. I relate to you on so many levels and have loved gaining appreciation and a desire to keep up with your life since Kristen first started posting vlogs with you when you first moved in together. Aww. Please make a YouTube channel. Kristen, you've been my girl. All caps. Girl.
GURL?
No, I. Since day one, YouTube. Your boldness, vulnerability, and no bullshit mentality are some of my favorite things about you, and they remind me that I don't have to label myself aggressive or bossy like others might. I know you've talked a lot about your identity, and I really appreciate your healthy mindset. Thank you. And number 3, I'm assuming you're talking about Link. You're the best pup.
Oh.
Well, yeah, she is best. Okay, girls, now here's the sitch. When I was in middle school and early high school, I used to steal underwear from Charlotte Russe, yes, and Victoria's Secret for myself because I had zero money and was bored, lol. One day, my friends asked how my parents allowed me to wear Victoria's Secret or thongs, and I had to let in on my little secret. I told her I steal them, and I've become a master of hiding them so I never got caught. Well, one day, we went out so she could see me in action, and when we walked out, she said, I didn't see anything. There's no way you got me. Well, I opened my jacket and I had 5 pairs of underwear.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the word spread in school that if you wanted scandalous underwear to hit me up, damn, sick. I did it for a few years.
Holy shit.
And started to charge people. I had an Excel spreadsheet of my orders with sizes and nicknames. If anyone saw it, they wouldn't know their identity. I stopped in 10th grade because I realized how illegal it is and how there might be an FBI agent with records of every pair I stole to build a huge case on me.
Wow.
Thanks for listening. Love you guys. Please keep it on.
You're the original panty snatcher.
You're a business person, honestly.
Like, you started a business.
Yeah.
Super illegally.
You're an entrepreneur.
And don't they say like after you steal over $10,000 worth of merchandise from a single store, it's a felony?
Probably. I would hope. And the part where you said like you were scared they could make a case, I guess I'm on stealing TikTok because I saw literally one TikTok of I don't do that because that's weird as a 30-year-old. I do not.
She doesn't
fucking steal. No. It was talking about how Target at checkout, the recording of you at self checkout, they catch people stealing obviously all the time, but they don't get you right away because they want to build a case on you. Because if they get you right away, like they can't chase you out of the store. Like that's
right.
Like there's so many ways you can just get away with the one time. So they purposely like record people to create long cases of like, we had you all the way 10 times since 2022.
Criminal tip. Once you reach like 9,800, stop right there so they don't have a case.
Double check the number. But yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's just smart to
not do it at all.
That's sure. But criminal tip number 2.
Right.
Don't do it at the same place. Like,
yeah.
They always, don't they say like a criminal never return or like a murderer never returns to like the spot,
scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime. Like,
yes.
Hop around
and don't go, like if you're going to go to Target on 5th, don't go to Target on 3rd too. Like Targets are connected.
Yeah.
Go to
they probably have underground tunnels like at this point. I can see Targets just being like
Target employees just tapping their badge to get
golf carts. Maybe.
Yeah.
I could see. I'm waiting for a Target documentary.
I don't think I think they're too big.
Exactly.
I think no, me too.
I bet you fucking Disney owns Target now or something.
Probably. I want so many documentaries.
I want a Kris Jenner documentary.
That's one we'll never get.
Or a whistleblower, like Corey will come out when she kicks the bucket.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't.
I hope she never does. I hope she's going to pull like some immortal shit because I feel like she's there.
Yeah. I think
if anyone's immortal on this earth,
it's her.
It's her.
Yeah, I agree. She doesn't have blood.
Okay. Here's the next one. Hey, ladies, love the podcast, and I think you two are the most adorable humans ever. Oh, sorry. This is called Stealing from My College. I ain't going to stop.
Whoa, this is an ongoing criminal.
Enough of that. Now for the good stuff. I've been stealing from my college for the past few weeks and have zero intention to stop. I am a commuter student, which means I don't live on campus and therefore decided to not have a meal plan. However, your girl gets hungry, so I've just been walking into dining halls with my friends and stealing food. Yeah. Burritos, chicken sandwiches, bananas, just about anything, all for free. I don't do it often, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. That's pretty often. That's
majority of the
time. And you probably only have class 3 to 4 days a week. Right. So that's every day.
That's every day.
But I ain't going to stop. They've taken enough money from me, so free lunch feels like a fair trade. It gives me a little excitement in my day too, so how could I stop? Anyway, love you girls and Link, and keep on being awesome. P.S. I emailed in a little while ago about being nervous about moving into this next chapter of my life, college, and not having a clue what I was going to study, and you guys told me to change my perspective to focus more on all the good that will come from this change. I wanted to say thank you so much for that because it was exactly what I needed to hear, and now I'm thriving here, as you can tell. I've got a plan for my career, and I'm so excited to keep moving forward through life. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you.
The power of a perspective change.
Yes.
Just take off some pressure on yourself.
Works wonders. And look, you found
You're doing
you
great.
got a little hobby. You got a little hobby going. They make so much fucking money.
Honestly, it should be fucking free.
Yes.
They're just trying to make more guap for what?
My only thing is like
portions.
Not portions, but the fact that like other kids are paying. There's probably kids there who are like, fuck, I gotta pay for these fucking meals.
Well, they need to be smarter.
Yeah.
And steal.
It's survival of the fittest.
We're not here to worry about those other people.
You're right. It's just
I think, yeah. I mean, sure.
You can say that about every
episode.
No, I'm sorry.
This episode
you keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is fine, and it's only 3 to 4 times a week, whatever. The other
every day.
The other times of the week, the other people paying for the food get their food, whatever.
It's every day, bro.
I did that when I visited my high school boyfriend when he went off to college, and I visited him in college. He had a meal plan, and he was like, "Just come in with me." Like I didn't even go to the school.
Yeah.
And I pulled up and got like buttered noodles.
Right.
So,
but she's doing it every day.
I think, and I bet you so many people are.
Yeah.
I don't think this is some crazy crime. Like I think a lot of people do this probably.
My thing is like maybe look into what the consequences might be, because if this is gonna like kick you out or something, that's kind of crazy.
That's true.
Is it worth it at that point? But if you think it's like, if this is a thing that people do and know that they get away with, like it's kind of like an unspoken, like,
right.
Oh,
like
everybody does that.
It. Yeah.
Then it's whatever.
Yeah. Why don't they just make it to where like you have to scan in, or like to get a tray, you have to go beep with your thing. Whatever.
We should run a school.
We should run a school. Worst school ever.
What would you learn? Link would be the guys pet Link.
She'd be the mascot.
Yeah, she would.
She'd come around every class every morning.
I'd be a janitor.
But like cool janitor. Like it'd be like cool shorts and like combat boots, and like everything would be like so clean and like
all the time.
And like you'd clean the bathrooms, but like light a candle and like put like little tampons out, and like it would be so cute. Okay, next entry. The sweetest revenge against the bitch that ruined my high school experience.
Ooh.
Hi, friends. Whenever I'm listening to the podcast, my fiance always asks, "Are you watching your Friends?" Or if I reference the pod, I always say, "My friend said."
I love that.
I truly wish we were friends in real life, because I swear we were in another lifetime.
Oh,
we probably all were.
Yeah.
My story starts with a girl who was my best friend in high school who turned on me and made my life hell. Over some stupid boy, obviously, but she decided it would be fun and her aspiration in life to drag me through the hallways of hell and pin all of our mutual friends and classmates against me.
Jesus.
Love her for that. Our school was super small, only about 200 kids per graduating class, so she didn't have to work too hard to getting everybody on her side. I ended up switching high schools for my senior year, and that summer, going into my senior year at my new school, I wanted to get revenge. After all, I was at a new school, so she would never suspect me. So I thought, you guys already know where my high school mind went. What do you guys think of when someone pissed you off in school? TP their house, obviously. One minor obstacle in our way, I didn't know her address. I knew the area, but drew a blank when trying to remember how to get there. My friend had an uncle at the time that dealt with mortgages.
Mortgages?
I forgot how to say that word. It did. I don't think I've ever read that word. I've only ever said it. And real estate. We quickly called him up and asked him if he could help us to get her address. There's no way he did this. This is like super malpractice.
Yeah.
Anyway, he went on his real estate database and pulled up her address with her parents' names with ease. Not sure if this is illegal or just malpractice, but regardless, he said, don't tell anybody, and he did this for us. Oops. Once we got her address, we knew we had to make it good. The damage wouldn't stop at toilet paper on trees, so we took our asses to Walmart. There, we picked up toilet paper, a gallon of white vinegar, an 18-pack of eggs, pork lard, and spray paint. Yeah, it's like the TP gods were putting these amazing items on the shelf just for us to buy to use that night. We made our way to the end of her street, me and my two friends dressed in all black, like there weren't street lamps lighting the way up to her front yard for everyone to watch us scurry over there, and we got to work. One of us started by throwing the toilet paper all over her trees and shoving it into her bushes. One of us took the lard and shoved it into the screens of her windows. Ew.
They moved out.
For sure. Door keyholes, and even inside her little keypad for her garage door. The other one was on egg duty, splattering them all over the driveway and porch and dousing everything in vinegar. I think we read that if you put vinegar over eggs, it makes it impossibly hard to wash out of concrete. Please fact check, LOL.
It's true. Someone did it to me too.
I don't know. I didn't like. That's so interesting. I wonder what it would do. The piece de resistance was my friend taking the can of spray paint and painting "Karma's a bitch" all over her sidewalk. Spray paint's crazy. We then rang the doorbell and ran towards our getaway car. I will never forget how many people called me and tweeted at me asking if it was me, and I just said, nope, couldn't have been me. Everyone suspected me, but half the fun was keeping it a secret between me and my two friends. I have zero regrets. Even to this day, I'm not sure what qualifies vandalism, but pretty sure if the eggs, TP, vinegar, or lard don't qualify, the spray paint definitely does. At the end of the day, she was a bitch and deserved it, and it brought me and my two friends very closer together. Love you two so much. So proud of you two for being who you are and embracing change and growth. XO Anonymous.
Whoa. Wait, I want to know.
You're crazy. I like you.
I want to know what she did.
What?
The girl.
She
like
just pinned all the friends against her.
But like I want to know like what she did, you know?
Yeah, I mean to pin people against you probably got to make up some
just
pretty crazy
some crazy shit. Wow.
That sucks, but
you're a beast.
Kind of sick.
Respect.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's
like,
kind of crazy.
You know, this is when I look back to my teeping days. I never did some shit on that level. I'm sorry to put you down, but you're crazy. Love you though. When I look at it with my adult mind, I'm like, damn, like that's her parents' house.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's a fine line with teeping where like it becomes it's not just her problem.
No, like sure she's gonna have to clean it up because they're gonna be like, our friends didn't do this. But like now they have to
pork in the keyhole.
Yeah, they had to go replace all their screens, I assume, unless they got dish soap in there to break up the grime. I don't know. They had to, relay concrete on their sidewalk because they're probably going to get a fee because that's
like public property.
Yeah,
the sidewalk
past
line,
your thing is like
so that's for sure vandalism.
It's for the county, like
right.
It's just not to make you feel bad. I mean, you don't give a fuck, and good on you, but. That's where I think about like, oh God, TPing was really bad. Yeah. That's why just do toilet paper. Because you just pick it up and it's, it's whatever. But God.
I love that you got away with it. And I love that you it's been your friend group's little secret.
Yes. We won't tell. You said anonymous. I do have your email though. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. But your guys'
You're safe.
Shit. If you say anonymous, it is always safe here. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, here's the next one. It's called Getting Arrested the Morning After as a Minor. Hi, gals. It's a long one, but I think it's a good one. To preface, this was an insanely stressful experience at the time, but as a now happy and healthy 25-year-old, it is more comical than anything else. It built character. When I was a teenager, I was rather rebellious, and I had been dropped off at a friend's house to spend the night. We had our guy friends come pick us up, and we planned to go get drunk in a house somewhere. Classic. But all I knew, right? But all I knew was that the guy picking us up was told we could go stay at his friend's grandparents' lake house. It was December in Indiana. After about an hour's drive, chugging a water bottle full of mixed stolen liquors the whole way, we get there and we wait in the car while the driver, quote, sets up the house. We soon discovered that meant knocking the door handle off. Oh my God.
Okay.
Because I was an idiot teenager, I didn't care. Or really, I didn't even make note of the fact that we had literally just broken into this place. As if it was nothing, we all proceeded to get shit-housed. Shit-faced?
Shit-faced?
Shit-housed?
Shit-housed? I've never heard
Maybe
that.
That's a good thing. Hook up, and everybody passed out. I don't know who the first one to get up was, but I do remember trying to find water immediately. I realized the half-drink 2-liter of Coke was my best option, took a swig, and quickly realized there was alcohol mixed into it. Pretty much right after that, one of the guys went out to his car and was greeted by police officers. The neighbor called because they knew the owners of the house weren't staying at the lake during the winter. Oh my God. Everyone sprinted out of the house immediately, but I was the last one out and watched a cop push this guy to the ground and handcuff him. So I kind of just sat and awaited my fate. We were all breathalyzed after being handcuffed and sat on the ground. I blew a .04. Mind you, it's like 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday. And we all get put into a police van. Oh my God, all together in a van.
Oh my God.
Fire. I would have
loved
the sun
to rising.
Right.
Like it's so like after a heist.
I would have asked the cop to take a photo of us. My friend whispered, "Pass me the aux" on the way to jail.
Oh
That's
my God,
funny.
that's good.
Since we were all minors, we really just sat in the waiting room until our parents drove an hour to come pick us up. My dad came and had to take me directly to work as a lifeguard at the YMCA, which I left early to go home and get my shit grounded as hell by mom. Fast forward to the court date. I got 6 months informal probation, had to pay a couple $100 for damages done to the house. Oh, wow. And they took away my driver's permit for 90 days. My dad slept through my entire court date and just never ended up showing. So that was maybe context to the judge as to how I ended up there in the first place. But yeah, I know this was supposed to be silly crimes and maybe this is more serious, but it's been taken off my record and I laugh about it often. Thanks for reading all the way through. If you get this far, love you both, oodles and boodles.
Oodles and boodles.
So, I mean, you had said, hopefully this isn't too bad. I think that's like
anything under 18, unless you like murdered somebody. I think we're chilling.
Yeah, you're chilling. And the fact that you didn't fully know that it wasn't.
Yeah. Like you were just
the door handle
present.
was off.
Yeah.
But like you weren't like, hey guys, let's go break into this house.
Yeah. They did you guys though. Like your punishments I think were pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got that fine for because think about the owners of the house. Yes. Like I would be pissed.
You gotta get all new keys now. Like boring. Like, that sucks.
And the fact that you swigged.
Yeah, that was probably the worst part.
And that was probably like Sailor Jerry mixed with that.
Ooh, and it was room temp. Ooh, like flat.
Sick.
Like there probably wasn't even a lid on the 2-liter.
Ew.
She just like grabbed it off the counter and just like swigged it back. Oh, that's so gross. That's a good story though.
Yeah, that was really good.
And you'll always tell it.
Yeah.
And you learn from it.
And it's just like, it's something that you're going to tell your kids when they're teenagers and you're going to be like, hey, you think mom's not cool?
Yeah. Right. That's how
this is what I got away with.
Cool back in my day.
Yes.
I can't wait to just pull that card with all my stories to my kids.
I don't know if I have stories like that.
Yeah.
I've done some shit.
Stories. You like even shit we do now is still something to be like, we were cool back in our day. Okay. Next entry. I committed a hit and run at 17.
Oh no.
These are so bad. Hit and run. There's kind of nothing any story can say where I'm like, bro, you can't hit and run.
It depends on do you remember when I hit a tree and I ran?
I'll let slide.
Yeah. It was like a public tree.
Yeah. Because, like, what are you going to do? Leave your number? Like, hey, this is my insurance tree. Like, there's not much you could do about that. But, like, when people hit cars.
Yeah, that's not cool. Well, okay, well, we're not here to judge. We're not here to judge.
I am judging. I was saying that's where I draw the line. Whatever. Let's see. Hi, Kristen and Alex. My name is Madison. No need to keep a non. I've been a silent listener for years, even have been watching Kristen since the Vlog Squad days. I hope you pretty ladies and Miss Linky are having a good day.
Oh, thank you.
So back in December of 2021, me and my best friend were out Christmas shopping. We were leaving Target, headed to Walmart, and as I was backing up, there was this little old woman waiting for me to finish backing up. I had stopped and let her walk in front of my car and get by. As soon as I started going again, mind you, I drive stick, so my car rolls back. I rolled into this raggedy ass beat up truck. Me and my best friend went silent. We didn't know what to do. I pulled forward and glanced in my rearview mirror and saw no noticeable damage. Okay. Me being young and naive, I drove off and took our guilty asses to Walmart. As we were pulling out of the Target parking lot, this man stopped me and goes, "You realize you hit that truck, right?" I responded with, "Oh shit, really?"
No way.
No way. Thanks for letting me know. And I sped off. I was too ashamed to admit my mistake. My friend sitting in the passenger seat is trying to console me and tell me we're all good and nothing could go wrong. Oh. We were so wrong. We spent about 45 minutes in Walmart and I'm absolutely petrified. Clenching my cheeks, trying not to poop my pants in fear, trembling down all the aisles and yapping out of nervousness. We decided we were hungry, so we drove across the street to order curbside from Olive Garden. I feel like whenever I'm hungry in Walmart, I would always do the McDonald's at the front.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm hungry.
Me chicken.
Okay. As we were waiting for our food, my other friend texted me from work. We all three worked for my mom at the time, telling me that 2 cops showed up at work looking for my mom and her daughter. That's me. I'm the daughter.
License plates, people.
Right. I almost start actually shitting my pants at this point. Not even 2 minutes later, I get a call. It's my mom. Where the fuck are you? I just let her yell and I told her where I'm at. We wait about 30 minutes for her to show up and the cops show up before she even gets there. Thank God he was the sweetest cop. He told me everything was fine and he talked to the man whose truck I hit and he wasn't mad and didn't have any intention on pressing charges. I was relieved. My mom shows up and she tears me a new asshole. I've never been yelled at this much by my mom. My friend had never even seen my mom yell at me before. You ain't true best friends if you've never seen their mom scold them in front of you. That's so true. Mm-hmm. We get settled with the cop and my mom takes us home. Oh yeah, my dad showed up and took my car. I have never had a more uncomfortable car ride in my life. It was silent. We get home and my brother literally saves my life. I was scared. Me and my mom weren't going to talk for a while because she was so mad, but that wasn't the case. My brother comes in and he says, "Maddie, you can't just drive around like you're in GTA or some shit." We laughed our asses off and got over the whole situation. To this day, we still joke about it, as one should. Anyway, I could tell you that was the worst Olive Garden I've ever had. To anyone listening, please just leave a note if you hit a car. If you don't and do what I did, you'll forever have karma and your car will be constantly hit and dented all over with no note. True story, 4 times.
Whoa.
See, okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing too. The obvious reasons were like, if you did do damage, you need to like pay for it. But fucking karma, you guys, like
that's the biggest consequence.
Yes, and it's
the biggest consequence.
It will always come around.
Yes,
tenfold, or in this case, 4-fold.
Right.
Like, it's just not worth it. And like, look, the guy wasn't even going to press charges.
I almost like see your mindset though. And I think if the situation was a little bit different, like if it was a brand new car and you actually saw a dent, I don't believe that you would have driven away.
Agreed.
And I see your logic. Like it was all beat up truck. It wasn't like there's no
but
I guess even more reason to leave a note and be like, hey, I accidentally just like kind of rolled into your front bumper. Give me a call if you have an issue.
Yes. Because your insurance going to cover it. Like, you're not going to get in trouble for that, especially if you leave a note.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we have car
but
insurance.
I get you were scared. She was scared.
Well, don't be a sissy wawa.
Yeah, it's super scared.
I get it. It's just like, it's just so bad. I say this like it's happened to me. Like maybe in a past life because I'm super passionate about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cars mean a lot to some people.
Mm-hmm. They do. Okay, here's the last one. It's called Petty Crimes in the Catholic Church.
Oh, this is dirty.
There's no such thing as a petty crime in the Catholic Church.
Aren't they all just like...
They're all just sins.
Sins.
These are sins.
You're
okay.
a sinner.
Hi, Kristen and Alex. First, I wanted to say I love your podcast. I grew up in New York, so it's really fun to hear you two living it up there in the place I lived for the first 18 years of life. Wow. Also, let me know your restaurant and bar recs in NYC because as an adult, I have nowhere to go now when I visit my parents and brother. Anyway, back to the real reason I wrote in. I don't know if you will end up reading this as the subject is probably a little odd, but here goes nothing. I am sure this might not even be what you're looking for, but I saw Alex's story and for some reason reading the words petty crimes unlocked a memory of my childhood. Flashback to when I was 8 years old, my brother 7, being so close in age, we frequently got into trouble together. We grew up Catholic, although now I don't really associate with religion, rather spirituality. And every Saturday evening, our parents would take us to church. I was not very overwhelmed by the sermons.
Sorry, Saturday night? They church on Saturday nights?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I had to say that out loud.
No, good question.
Maybe like a midnight church, so it's like you ring in
yeah,
Sunday?
Maybe. Ring in the day.
I don't know, right? Like a countdown? Damn.
Who fucking knows? We used to have Friday Mass.
Okay.
So maybe they just did their Friday Mass on Saturdays. Who knows? Maybe it's just up to them.
Yeah, I guess you could have Mass any day. So like,
hey, the Lord's Day is every day. Let's just say that. I was not not very overwhelmed by the sermons, being too young to really understand. So I would spend my time trying to invent games to pass the time. One of these games, however, got me into a bit of trouble. One day, while sitting through the usual sermon, I noticed a lot of the older women's purses were unzipped in the pews ahead of me. So, being the sweet Catholic girl I was, I decided it would be a great idea to zip the purses up for these ladies without their consent. It became a game, and I would try to see how many purses I could unzip in front of me each week without the women noticing. Most of them had no idea I was doing this, which is where I started to get a little too cocky. One evening, I began to slowly reach over the pew and zip this woman's purse when I locked eyes with a boy maybe 4 years older than me. He is horrified as he's watching me toy with his grandmother's purse. I slowly sat back in my seat knowing I was caught. The next time I went to church, I saw him again, and he quickly ratted my ass out to his grandma. Loser. You said in parentheses, loser.
Super loser. He's a nerd.
She told my parents she didn't notice anything missing, but to watch out for my sneaky ass. I didn't really get into trouble. My parents were just mortified that someone thought I was stealing in the Catholic Church, might I add.
Right.
I hadn't thought about this experience in years, and for some reason, the Instagram story Alex posted just brought this back to my mind. Thanks for making me laugh at my silly childhood quirks. I hope you enjoy this petty crime. That's
a good one.
That's a really good one.
That's so like harmless, but also really intrusive.
Yeah.
Like you don't touch people's back.
And like I get the feeling like starting to get a little cocky with it too. Like you're getting away with it for a couple weeks and you're like, oh, now I can, see how many pews I can do at a time.
Imagine like doing that now. As an adult, like at like a baseball game. That's like what Ed Bassmaster used to do, the nose taps on people's shoulders. Like it's so harmless.
I love that shit.
But see what you can get away with.
Yeah.
I do love a harmless see what you can get away with.
Oh yeah.
Crime.
I love
this
it.
Is not a crime.
I love it.
Oh my God. These were so good.
Thing. Yeah. Thank you guys for writing in. I know we were.
Thank you.
We don't mean to judge. We're not judging you guys.
I'm just giggling.
Yeah, we're just giggling.
Laughing with you guys.
And you're not, trust me, we've done worse.
I've done way worse. I do
allegedly.
Way worse. Allegedly. All the time, honestly, in different ways.
Every single one of these stories reminded me of something that we've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
To say the least. But I will leave you on this because it's called Oddvice. So I feel like we should give you something good to walk away with. Something my mom has always told me is like, you're going to do what you want to do, but only do the things that you're willing to live through the worst case scenario with.
Smart. And good piece of advice.
It was great. And honestly, like, as a kid, that threshold was a lot different than it is now. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna steal because if I get caught, like
mom's gonna handle it.
Right, or like I don't care if I get in trouble, like it. And that was that threshold as a kid. But
yeah,
I think it was good that I was still like using that filter before acting on anything.
Totally.
And I just thought it
teaches you a lot.
It does, because I think that goes with more than just petty crimes. Obviously, anything you do, as long as you're okay with the worst case scenario, then do it. And if you're not, then don't do it. I don't think it's worth the risk.
Right. Yeah.
Depending on what the worst case scenario is.
Yeah.
Well, that's where your judgment comes in.
Right. And like where someone's worst case scenario, it might be different than another person's worst case scenario. So yeah.
Use that term as you want. But
I loved these.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody who wrote in. If you're like, hey, what the hell? Where did this episode come from? If you don't follow us on Instagram, you should. We had a little prompt on all 3 of our stories, Oddvice's account, and then me and Alex. That's always linked in the description of wherever you're watching or listening to these podcasts. Also, if you are on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notifications. Leave a comment down below if you have related to any of these little petty crimes, because I know you sneaky fucks.
Yeah.
Probably do.
Be doing it.
You be doing crimes.
Also, if you don't know, we have a Patreon where you get an extra episode each week. So for our patrons, let us know what you've gotten away with or have not gotten away with. We petty crimes. Yeah, because there's some of you, I know you've done some shit.
I want to hear Emil's stories.
Oh,
he's got some crazy stories. I know it, Emil. If you're listening, I know you are. Hopefully.
I know. Emil probably doesn't even fucking listen.
No, right. He just pulls up on the calls on the hella tier. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Hey,
like,
hey guys,
you guys still do this? Yeah, that's Patreon though. That's patreon.com/Oddvice podcast. That's always linked down below too. And lastly, if you are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you're streaming audio only, there's always a little option for rating and reviewing, leaving reviews of our episodes. So please do. That helps us out a lot. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.
And if you drink, don't drive the next morning.
Yeah, and don't hit and run.
Just karma will come back around.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you with that.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Have a good week.
Bye.